Well, hello then, I do hope you're all well. One of the best quotes I ever heard was about, especially when it comes to refugees, was from the late Tony Benn, where he basically said the way government treats its refugees is rather intuitive, as given the chance, they would treat the people who they rule over the same way if they felt they could get away with it. And I think he was bang on the money. Also, the way this extreme Brexit Tory government treats the people it rules over, especially with the latest bill over social care and the privatisation of the NHS that they're basically going through, and the removal of the £20 of universal from the universal credit, for the most poorest and most vulnerable, and this cronyism, corruption and Tory sleaze. If I'm honest, I could go on and on and on, but this video would go on and on and on, and I think you'd have far more better time than... Well, I think you'd have a far more better things to do than listen to this dour, boring old duffer of a northerner. But the way this government behaves proves that Tony Benn was right, wasn't he? But the way this extreme Brexit Tory government uses the anti-refugee rhetoric in Parliament the other day, not only I found quite very dangerous, but incredibly disturbing. I also found these Brexit gammons who told a nation that to, take back control of our borders. We have to leave the biggest global free market on the planet, and now demanding that France should take control of our borders, so to speak. Absolutely hilarious. These clowns, they seem to have this strange notion that the all round the coast in the UK, we're open for that meaningless slogan, Global Britain, but the southeast, everybody's got to go down there and go dinghy spotting. And, push them all out to sea and let them all drown. Nonsense. God, can you imagine if Alex Bellend, the voice of a cretin, was watching this video? He would have a cow, wouldn't he? He would be shitting all over his Union flag settee he ponces on. And be calling me a lefty, unpatriotic snowflake. And he'd do it in that plummy accent as well, wouldn't he? But the thing is, who knew? Who knew there's two sides to a border? And the one thing that I still not heard any of these anti-refugee, Brextremist, dinghy spotting, frightened of brown people brigade, demand that France should take back control of our borders for us, while at the same time think it's a great negotiating tactic to insult them, on the other side of insult those who are on the other side of your border. Haven't explained to me if these dinghy spotters, on the southeast coast, looking for these people trying to come over here and steal our welfare, this strange notion where they think, yeah, that's the reason why they're coming over, because they want to live on £5 a day. Fucking idiots. And they see a group of refugees getting into a dinghy, heading off up to France, because they don't want to stay here. Would they say, whoa, hang on here a minute, shouldn't you be staying in the first safe country that you're in? Or would you just, hang on guys, do you fancy a push? And when you ask them, you'll either get one or two replies. Either they will ask you a question that is totally irrelevant to the question you've asked, or B, they'll skirt round it because they know full well if they say they'd stop them, you just say, I know you're lying. And if they said, Oh, of course I'd give them a push. Then they sound quite hypocritical, don't they? So why should France stop people from who don't want to be in France but want to come to England? Be it because they speak the language or they have family here. So why would you stop them? They're not exactly doing anything illegal, are they? Or am I getting that wrong? Now, see, the thing is, this nonsense with France, whether it's with the fishing rights or President Macron's pro-EU stance, is by the by for me. Because for me, the sooner we get rid of this extreme Brexit Tory government, that prefer the rhetoric of blaming the EU, or the French for not controlling our border, so to speak, and threatening to send gunboats, to hide the fact that it's far easier to do that kind of rhetoric than to do the detail that is needed to bring this exceptionalist extreme Brexit Tory government into the 21st century. Because let's be honest, we are being left behind. And I think as soon as we can get into the 21st century, I think we'll be able to have a proper asylum system where people are treated like human beings and not treated like aliens, and be properly processed at the border safely, and instead of using them as tools to win votes from racist, xenophobic gammons. Then that Tony Benn quote, I think, can be left to a bygone age where clowns like Nigel Foghorn of Ignorance or Alex Bellend or even Jeff Tithead, and whoever else who believes that these desperate people coming over here are at fault for the way this Brexit extreme Tory government treats them. That's not my thought, but that's my thought. What's yours? Also, what do you reckon at camera? Light, sound, is it alright? Do for you? I do my best. If it ain't, just let me know. But anyway, I shall leave the video because I think it's gone on long enough now. So I shall bid you farewell, so take care.